If you stay at home a lot, this video is for you. Now, it's summertime right now and I'm staying home a lot, and I've started to realize that this is actually really, really bad for me. And it wasn't always like this. When I was a kid, my dad would get me to do these after school activities. I would be hanging out and meeting new friends, and I would be doing different activities. I would be playing sports. I would be going swimming. And for a while, I always resented my dad. And I was thinking to myself, oh man, I just wish I had a week where I was just at home and all I could do was just play these video games and to just watch YouTube videos without my dad and my parents interrupting me saying, oh son, you need to do this, you need to do that. Like, that was all I could wish for. And now that I'm older, I wish I had these activities and I had these things going on in my life, because now that I'm older, I start to envy that. I start to wish that I still had these things. But as you grow up, you start to realize that you don't have time for that. Or if you did have time for that, it's a little harder to find these types of communities and these types of activities. Oh, and if you could just do me a big favor and subscribe to the channel, I would truly appreciate that. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers, so thank you for that. And back to the video. And recently, I would literally just sit in this very room that you're watching this on for the whole day. I would only go downstairs and I would eat, and then I would come right back up, sit in front of this chair, go on the computer, go browse YouTube, watch like a bunch of videos, wasting hours of my time. And I would also browse Reddit, go on Twitter a little bit, play these mobile games, play a bit of Fortnite, just wasting my time in general. Then when it comes to nighttime, I look back on my day and I just think, wow, I really wasted that day, huh? Another day just wasted. Another day of not fulfilling my potential. Another day of failing. And all these feelings just come to me. And that's why I had to make this video, because for a while, when I was just in it, I couldn't feel it. I just thought that, hey, I'm just having fun here, I just love watching these videos, getting my dopamine, getting my daily dopamine, and playing these games. I'm making progress in the game, because when you're making progress in the game, I actually feel like I'm achieving something. Not when I'm in real life where I have to deal with these tough situations. I have to make phone calls, do emails, and I actually have to work a physical job, and I have to do this and that, family things, and I have to, work my body. I have to do all these things where it feels tough, and whenever I do that, all I can think about is, oh, how can I escape? Of course I go on YouTube and I do this stuff, but the problems are still always going to be there. The problems are not going to go away. They're always going to be here, and this is just a temporary escape. So I realized that, oh, I'm staying at home, this is not good. And for me, I think the worst feeling above all else is just the time that you wasted, and that the potential that you're failing to meet. And especially during the summertime, when I told myself that I was going to make this the best summer possible. But now that it's in August and I literally only have 2 weeks left before I go back to school, and I'm reflecting back on this year's summer, and I don't really have anything to show for it. So that makes me feel like I'm missing out. And that's the thing that hurts me the most. That makes me feel like this is all just not worth it, is that I'm wasting on my potential. I'm only going to be 20 for a couple of months, and I'm turning 21, and then after that I'm turning 22, 23, and then before I know it, I've wasted my 20s. Oh, I'm going into my 30s with nothing. And this is the thing that should scare you the most, is that you're missing out on potential. And one of my favorite animes is Black Clover, and one of the characters in that anime says that being weak is nothing to be ashamed of, but staying weak is. And that really resonated with me today as I was watching it, because I was realizing that I am weak right now. I'm weak physically, I'm weak mentally, I am weak just staying at home, because I think that, oh, I am being productive doing all this thing, when I should really be out there and experiencing real life instead of just being cooped up in this room. And so, it did take a while. I'm not going to lie. It took a while for me to realize that. It took a while for me to really analyze things and to really come to my senses, because when you're watching these videos, you don't feel it. You just feel like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying this video. This is cool. Time to click on the next video. When I'm playing the game, I'm not thinking about my future. I'm not thinking about what I have to do after this. I'm just focused on the game. And then after that, it's literally like a post on clarity. You come to realize your senses and you're like, oh shit, I wasted today and I still have things that I need to do. And I'm hurting myself here. But I'm not just hurting myself. I'm letting down myself, and I'm also letting down my family, because my family also relies on me. I am the oldest in the family, so I bear a lot of responsibility in that sense. So I've started to realize that I actually don't feel that good at home. I don't want to stay at home all day. I want to go outside. I want to meet new friends. I want to talk to girls. I want to go to parties, and I want to experience life to its fullest potential, because this is something that I am missing out on. I'm a 20-year-old man. I still have so much of life that I've yet to experience, and staying at home is not experiencing that. All this technology and all this games and stuff, this is all artificial. This is all created for our pleasure, but this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel correct. Whenever I'm just talking to a friend face to face, I'm just sitting down and enjoying the moment and really focusing on the conversation, I feel true enjoyment from that. I'm making a new friend. I'm getting to know them on a human to human level. Like, that beats staying at home all day. And I know that it's tough and I have to take small steps, but really, I was actually going on a bit of a run the other day, and it was actually my dad who told me that, hey, I should come with him. And I honestly didn't even hesitate, because I knew that going outside was a good opportunity. And I used that opportunity to go on a bit of a run with him. We drove to our local park. Then there was a trail. So me and my dad, we stepped out the car and we ran for a little bit, and then we ran back. And I was just looking around me, and I was observing the trees, the leaves, the grass. And I was thinking, like, this is beautiful. Mother Nature is really beautiful, and being outside, breathing in the fresh air, I just feel so rejuvenated. I just feel like this is what it's about. Like, this is what experiencing real life is about. And you can pretend to be productive all you want, but you and I both know that you're not really doing that. So it's actually better if you just go outside and you just experience a bit of real life outside of your home. And then maybe when you come back, that's when you're going to be refocused. I know that for myself, I always have to make these calls before 5 p.m. because that's when they close, and I have to send these emails. And not just that, I also have to do a lot of school stuff, but I always delay it. I always procrastinate on it, and I always wait until the very last second, because I'm distracted by all this technology. And I'm also at home, where in this environment, it's very, very easy to get distracted. And I know I'm a bit all over the place, but when you're at home, you get tempted to do all your bad habits even more. I was eating junk food. I was eating chips, candies. I was eating cookies and sugar, and all these bad habits that I wouldn't normally do if I just had a normal day where I would go out, work a little bit. I don't even have a job, a summer job right now. I would have a summer job, but I kind of lost out on that opportunity. That's a whole different story. But even if I had a job where I would go out for 6, 7, 8 hours a day and I would come back, I would still feel productive. Sure, I would be feeling a little bit tired, but at least I can tell myself, hey, I worked my job today, I earned some money, I got to go out and breathe in some of that fresh air, and then I get to come back, rest up a little bit, and then go right back to work on the computer. Like, yes, there is definitely work on the computer. And so when you're at home, you're tempted to do these bad habits. I get tempted to eat these junk food, and I also get tempted to fap. Because whenever I'm tired of watching all these videos and playing all these video games, what do? I lay down on the bed. What do I do when I lay down on the bed? I scroll social media. Oh, I get tempted. What do? I go to a corn side. I fap off. I release some of that energy, and there I go. I fall asleep. I wake up again, and I feel like, oh, great, I just wasted all of that time. I just wasted my seed. So that's how I feel as well. And don't lie to me. I'm sure you feel the same thing. You just lay down on your bed, and then you just go at it. And so I just wanted to talk about that today. And if you stayed to the end, I really appreciate that. And if you could just do me a favor and go down and like and subscribe, I would really, really appreciate that. And yeah, that is all. If you have anything that you want to tell me about your experiences of staying at home, I'll read all of my comments, and please go down and type it in the comments. And again, please subscribe. I'm almost to 100 subscriber, and I would love it if you can be a part of that. I'm trying to also build a community where I can meet people, and I can also talk with you guys, because I think that this is what each one of us wants. We're all humans at the end of the day, and we're all looking for a sense of community, and we're all looking for a sense of connection. So if you like that, please help me out. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.